They're an asset. As the United States confronts China, the fact that it has these giant technology companies that have enormous power and influence all over the world will be an asset, because at the end of the day, one of the questions that we will ask in this competition, and I don't view it as a Cold War rivalry, but as an economic competition, is who has the better technology, who has the bigger companies, who owns the future. See, if you look at the internet world, it's all either US or Chinese companies. Why? Because you need a good idea, you need funding, and then you need to be able to go to market, to a huge market. That is the nature of the digital economy. The two huge single market, single nation, single language markets in the world are US and China. Europe thinks it's a single market, but it's not. It's 27 countries pretending to be a single market. And so at the end of the day, you will have a choice. It's a US company or a Chinese company. There's a unique space in which there is no number two player. If you look at search, there is no number two to Google. If you look at social networking, there's no number two to Facebook. So you have to worry about everything they do. I do think they need more regulation. Trust is a very big issue. I think the conference theme was exactly right, because everywhere you look in the world, there is this crisis of trust. I mean, what is the rise of populism? But it is basically a lack of faith in the basic institutions. If you look at who has done well, even whether it's Macron or it's the five-star movement in Italy, it's people who come from the outside, because no one trusts the people on the inside. Now, the interesting thing is we have always assumed that that also means that people don't trust the big companies. But what the European regulations have shown is maybe that's not so true, because what has happened with these regulations on voluntarily saying yes, that your data can be used, is that everyone says yes to Google. Everyone says yes to Facebook. They don't say yes to the small guy. So actually the gap between the big and the small has grown. Maybe they should be more suspicious, but who they're really suspicious of are the politicians.